venue where at either end of the hallway there was a men's room, a women's room. I asked an employee, "Where's the bathroom?" She goes, "It's down the hall to the left." Or the right? I don't know. Ever ruined someone's evening by having to pee? Granted, she could have just said, "It's down the hall." I didn't say, "Where's the bathroom?" And what gender do you think I am? At this same concert, I was correctly gendered by a stranger for the first time in my life. A guy was pushing his way through the crowd. He put his hand on the top of my back, goes, "Excuse me, buddy." I guess gender euphoria for me is being emasculated. Like, we all agree that buddy is what we call men we don't respect, right? I feel positively about you, and specifically about the fact that I could take you in a fight.
Yeah, that's not funny.
So that clip we just saw of that woke comedian talking about gender and such was less than a minute long, and I almost couldn't make it through the whole thing. Can you imagine sitting through even a half hour of that nonsense? And that's pretty much what happens to everything that woke touches. I think it was Donald Trump that made a statement that perfectly summed up this whole wokeness thing.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay?
Truer words have never been spoken. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly crazy clown world update for you guys today, and as usual, we have absolutely no time to waste. So let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment, so this fella here with the chiseled jawline is Debbie. Now, Debbie is a biological man who identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a lesbian. Now, Debbie is one of those trans lesbians who will only date cis lesbians and only use ladies' restrooms. Wait, what?
What is up with your IG?
Let's keep this party rolling with everybody's favorite Hollywood has-been, Rosie O'Donnell, showing the world that she still suffers from a severe case of TDS, also known as Trump derangement syndrome. The comment says, "Do you hope that in the future Trump will return to the White House to serve the American people? Roll it."
You out your goddamn mind. No. N-O. Trump's not going back in the White House. He's a traitor, he's a treasonist, he's a seditionist, he's a horror.
Just when I think you've said the stupidest thing ever, you keep talking.
So sticking with that theme of severe Trump derangement syndrome, this lovely lady has a strongly worded message for the people of New Hampshire who voted for Trump recently in the New Hampshire primaries. Now, I do not believe that her and Rosie are related, although they are very similar in appearance, except Rosie is far more mannish. Roll it.
Good morning, New Hampshire. I hope you're proud of yourself. You fucking idiots. The majority of you voted for Donald Trump. Like, I'm sorry. What is wrong with you people? Like, seriously, what is wrong with you people?
You people.
Why is Donald Trump a better candidate than Nikki Haley on the Republican side? Like, Donald Trump cannot be our next president. He can't. It just can't happen. Like, our country is going to hell in a handbasket, and Donald Trump doesn't know his ass from his elbow.
What did you say? What the f*** did you just say?
And Donald Trump doesn't know his ass from his elbow.
Meanwhile,
And Donald Trump doesn't know his ass from his elbow.
Are you fucking dumb?
If anyone ever says to you they think Donald Trump is in cognitive decline and not fit to be president, but then they turn around and say they're a Democrat voting for Joe Biden, that person is never to be taken seriously on any subject ever again. Anyway, next up, so some of you may recall in yesterday's video, we heard from a fellow who claimed to be a pansexual trans woman. Well, that's what this person is. Roll it.
Hi, my name is Avosha, and I'm a 45-year-old transgender, pansexual, lesbian woman. Shortly after learning to speak as I identified as a girl. In the early 80s, transgender people were virtually unheard of, so my family unsurprisingly convinced me I was a... In approximately 2018, I learned that I was attracted to... Due to always having valued human connection, I did some research. It was very gradual, but by November 2021, I had learned enough affirming language to have an epiphany. I was a trans woman. It answered virtually every weird question I'd had about my life and somehow did not feel like a surprise. Approximately 1 year ago, I learned that the one thing keeping me alive, preventing my own unaliving, through the most difficult journey of my life thus far, was gender euphoria. Because despite everything that I endured, I was finally receiving gender-affirming care. I can only, with immense anguish, imagine what my life could have been had I received such care and support from the time at which I first identified as a girl. I was 3.
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
All right, next up. So this lovely young lady is going to rag on conservative men and make the claim that they are struggling with dating in this political climate. Now, I don't necessarily believe that's true, but how are liberal men looking these days? But hey, okay, let's rag on the conservative men. Roll it.
By now, everyone has seen or heard of the fact that conservative men are struggling in dating in this political climate. Here's a fucking thought. Change your mind. Be open to changing your mind. It's not that deep. I know mommy and daddy will be very upset if you so much as open your mind even slightly, but it's okay. It's okay. So here's a couple of takes on this. Number 1, there's a lot of girls stitching saying if that they see that a man is conservative on a dating app, it's a double right. And I have a 1 up on that. If I see if a man is a double C, I call it a double hit. A Christian conservative, no. Because that doesn't happen overnight. That goes to show me that you come from a long line of Christian nationalists who are on board with Project 2025. That's immediately what I jump to. That tells me it's not just you, it's me. Because we would not get along. I would open my mouth and you'd be leaving the dining room table.
She seems nice.
Hey guys, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen now. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I don't know if this guy's marrying himself, if he's marrying another dude and he's the wife, or he's just some creep with a wedding dress fetish. I don't know. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by our great friend Kathy B from Long Beach. Kathy, thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. I really appreciate the support. Kathy B from Long Beach is today's video sponsor. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below. And I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. All right, please get this creep off the screen. Oof.
Maybe that would fall under the category of creepy.
All right, this next clip is kind of long. It's just under 2 minutes long, but it is a perfect example of what gender ideology is doing to young, impressionable minds. Roll it.
I want a penis. No, but I do like having a vagina. Please give me a flat chest. Can I just cut off my tits? But my tits are so nice. I am a man. But being a woman, though... Maybe I'm non-binary. No, that's not it. Because the definition of non-binary means you don't fit into the binary. And I am definitely a man a woman. I am both simultaneously at the same time.
But that's simply not possible.
But at the same time, if I had the choice to choose any gender, I would be a man. If I could just go back into the womb with a Y chromosome and start all over, wouldn't that be great? But I make such a good woman. Like, a really good woman too. What if I'm neither? What if I'm neither and everything and nothing all at the same time? What if I am the supreme human being? But I'm nothing. Really? I'm not really a human. But at the same time, that's all I am. I am just a human being, regardless of gender. I feel like if I wake up one day with a man's body, that would be fucking great. But also, would I want to be that forever? I don't know. If there was a human switch to just turn on and you wake up with a male body and then you can switch it off again, that would make me so happy.
You know, a long time ago, being crazy meant something. Nowadays, everybody's crazy.
You know society's doomed when Charlie Manson starts to make sense. Anyway, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of Vice President Chlamydia Harris. Now, listen closely to what she says. Everything that she says will happen under a Trump presidency is already happening under her administration. Weaponized Department of Justice? Check. Going after political rivals? Check. These people have zero self-awareness. Anyway, guys, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
November of 2024, binary. And on the other side, you've got someone who has said that if he were back in office, he would weaponize the Department of Justice. Someone who has openly applauded insurrectionists as patriots. Someone who has said that they will go after their political enemies and applauds dictators, indicating that he would be one. So let's be really clear about what's at stake. And then, yes, of course, there is then a desire that let's get out there because we can't lose this democracy. We can't.
Shut the f up, okay? Shut the f up!
And you ain't black.